Remember, we are going to learn how to name these things. Naming. That naming, they've got a fancy word, they call it chemical. And then they use a terrible word, nomenclature. Nomenclature. I think, have you seen this one? Chemical nomenclature. Yeah, that's... Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. It says chemical nomenclature. It means to name. It's a naming in the chemistry. Okay, but this one, it must be organic chemical nomenclature. So number one, I'm going to put it according to their rank. One, this is according to the preference. You are going to prefer the functional group. We haven't touched the functional group, but I know in class they will say you already did. Functional, you look for the functional group first, functional group. And then number two, you're going to look at the number of bonds, but let me put it this way. Let me write all the bonds. You're going to look for the triple bonds or triple bond. And then number three, you're going to look for the double bond. And then from there, you don't look for the single. Then here, you're going to look for the branches. Branches, meaning, of course, you've got single bonds. So, in the presence of the triple bonds, you will in the presence of the functional group, you will choose the longest chain, carbon to carbon to carbon to carbon, but not necessarily a straight line. Did you hear what I just said? The longest chain, but not necessarily what? Yeah, it doesn't have to be a straight line. That longest chain, by preference, it must include the functional group. If the functional group is not there, you will check the longest chain that contains or include a triple bond. If the triple bond is not there, there's no functional, there's no triple bond, you will give preference to the double bond. We good, right? Yeah. In the absence of number one, number two, number three, you just look for the longest chain. But then when you number in such a way that the branch or the branches are assigned the smallest number. They are given the smallest number. I'm going to repeat again. Rule number one, which is important. Choose the longest chain, a carbon to carbon to carbon to carbon to carbon to carbon to carbon. Longest chain, not necessarily a straight line. It doesn't have to be a straight line. Doesn't have to be a straight line. I want that part to ring a bell in your mind. Not necessarily a what? A straight line. Do you agree? Okay, not necessarily a straight line. But once you find the longest chain, your preference will be the functional group. It must you'll number from the functional group, or number from the triple bond, or number from the double bond, or from the branch. In other words, what I mean by that, you number in such a way that the functional group, or the triple bond, or the double bond, or the branch gets a smaller number. It is assigned or ascribed a smaller number. I hope we good. Yeah. If you caught that rule, a longest chain, carbon to carbon to carbon to carbon to carbon, but not necessarily a straight line. It can go around the bends, the corners. Good.